our turn surely. Old ghosts in the rafters still talk about the days that we came close. But the huddle feels different now. Every eye locked, every jaw said, we all know it's a new era in that two-tone blue. Hey, won't stay rising when they run on through. From the river to the ridge, yeah, they shall roll to Tennessee Titans, yeah, we're breaking through. Passing the review, bigger things in view. This is our time in that two-tone blue. She's talking plays in the driveway, pretending that the clock's down to 3. Mama yelling dinner, they're yelling touchdown. Dreams bigger than the hills they can see. Under those lights on Broadway, you can feel that rumble under your feet. Whole crowd leaning on one snap, praying for a story so sweet. It's a new era in that two-tone blue. Won't stay rising when they run on through. From the river to the ridge, yeah, they shall roll to Tennessee Titans, yeah, we're breaking through. Passing the review, bigger things in view. This is our time in that two-tone blue. Raise that flag high as you can. Every season's written in the hands of this band. We've known heartbreak, we've known almost. Now we're writing new chapters for the ones who want it most. It's a new era in that two-tone blue. Whole stay rising when they run on through. From the river to the ridge, yeah, they shall roll to Tennessee Titans, yeah, we're breaking through. Passing the review, bigger things in view. This is our time, yeah. This is our time in that two-tone blue. Oh yeah. New paint on the pylons, fresh name on the back of the jersey. Whole town humming on a Sunday. Like this time, it's our turn surely. Old ghosts in the rafters still talk about the days that we came close. But the huddle feels different now. Every eye locked, every jaw said, we all know it's a new era in that two-tone blue. Hey, won't stay rising when they run on through. From the river to the ridge, yeah, they shall roll to Tennessee Titans, yeah, we're breaking through. Passing the review, bigger things in view. This is our time in that two-tone blue.
What's up, Titans Nation? Welcome into the What's Shaking 615 podcast. I am your host, Lee Hillis, and we have one more week after this week in our Around the NFL Division by Division series. Tonight we are going around and talking about the AFC East. Just want to let everybody know that we are powered by Bailey's Barbecue. Bailey's Barbecue, smoking good barbecue. And a quick shout out to our partners over at SeatGeek. You can use our code 615podcast. That is 615 PODCAST to get $20 off your first order of $50 or more on SeatGeek.com or on the SeatGeek app. And if you've ever wanted to know how to find the audio version of the pod, you can search on your favorite podcasting app, What's Shaking 615 podcast, or you can go to the links in the description. We have that link for Apple, the Apple Podcast, and for Spotify on there. So tonight we're not starting the show off like normal. We have a little bit of an announcement. Some of y'all know what it is, but some of y'all, this is the first time y'all are hearing about this. But before we do that, if you've ever wanted to know outside of the ticker scrolling across the bottom of the screen where to find all of our links, this QR code right here, it has all it's to our link tree. It has our links for YouTube, Spotify, and Apple, all of our socials. So if you've ever wanted to find out where to find all of our links, there you go. And if you want to take and pause it and scan that QR code, that right there will be greatly appreciated. So, some of y'all have heard the news, some of y'all haven't. Well, here's our announcement. That is right. We are dropping shirts. I never thought I would say that, but we are. We are dropping shirts. And here's what they look like. You saw just a glimpse of it in the video. The logo that's on the shirt is not the actual logo that will be on the actual shirt. Here's the logo minus the background. Will not be black. It'll be whatever color the shirt is. So here's an example of that shirt. So I'm wearing the light blue one. And so the only thing that will have any color to it is where it says What's Shaking. Everything else will be completely see-through. And you'll have the red and the light blue outline. Unless, and just to get an idea of what it costs, the pricing. So I've got shirts that I am delivering while in Tennessee at the Titans-Browns game. So for me to do that, it would be $25 total. Shipping, if you want it shipped, it's $35, and that's including your shipping. Then there's two bundle deals. 2 shirts for $55, all 3 for $80. And if you want to know how to get in contact with me, again, use the QR code right there and message me on either X or IG on Instagram, or leave a comment and let me know, like, if you message me, like where you messaged me at, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. So yeah, again, here's the shirts. I like them. A bunch of people have already liked them. I've already got like 11 orders already that I'm fixing to make. And again, this right here is the logo minus the black background. It will be completely see-through. The numbers, the wording will be completely see-through. And so, again, tonight we are here to talk, and that's it on that front. But again, tonight we are here to talk about the AFC East. And the question is, what team are we starting with? But first, so of the 4 teams in the AFC East, which one are we looking at first? So, if nobody has a guess, here's your answer. That is right. We are previewing the Buffalo Bills first. And we're going to start off by looking at some of the additions that the Buffalo Bills made. They brought back DeMar Hamlin, who was a really good player for them last year. I think he came back on a 1-year deal. They brought in Lloyd Cushenberry at center, former Tennessee Titan, former Denver Bronco. They brought in C.J. Gardner-Johnson, who's played for Philly, Houston. Bradley Chubb, drafted by Denver, traded to Miami. DJ Moore, former Chicago Bear, former Carolina Panther. But the name that I completely skipped, this is the first time in this whole series that we have had a punter on this list. Mitch Wishnowsky, the punter for the Buffalo Bills, re-signed with them. But to get an idea of what Buffalo could look like, we have to look at their schedule. Buffalo's schedule lays out like this. Week 1, they're at Houston. Their home opener, the first game in new Highmark Stadium, is against the Detroit Lions on Thursday Night Football. Then the Chargers in Week 3. Patriots Week 4. At the Rams on Monday night in Week 5. At the Raiders in Week 6. Bye week Week 7. Ravens Week 8. At Minnesota on Monday night in Week 9. At the Jets Week 10. Miami Week 11. Kansas City on Thursday night in Week 12. I'm very sure that is the Thanksgiving night game. At the Patriots Week 13. At the Packers in Week 14 on Sunday night. Bears go to new Highmark Stadium on Sunday night in Week 15. At Denver in Week 16. At Miami Week 17. And then they host the Jets in Week 18. I'm going to say this. Some of y'all may think I am completely delusional, but I truly believe the Buffalo Bills are a 15-2 team. They win every game up to Week 13 when they lose to the Patriots, Week 14 to the Packers. Beat the Bears in Week 15 on Sunday night. And actually, they end the season after losing the Packers with 4 straight wins to go 15-2. And you will see my final standings for this division at the very end of this show. But the next team we are going to look at, I'm going to say this. They are one of 2 teams who does not play in their city or even in their state. And that team is That is right. We are taking a look now at the New York Jets. The New York Jets had a very peculiar offseason. Brought in Geno Smith. Traded away Justin Fields. Traded for Minkah Fitzpatrick. Traded away Jermaine Johnson to the Tennessee Titans. They added Joseph Osai, the former Texas Longhorn, and Kingsley Anagbear, the former Texas A&M Aggie. What's the coincidence that the Jets have a Texas Longhorn and an Aggie on the same defensive line? That is completely weird to me. So let's take a look at the New York Jets schedule. They open up at Tennessee, home opener against the Packers in Week 2. Then back-to-back road games at the Lions, at the Bears. They then host the Browns. Then they get into division play in week 6 at the Patriots. Dolphins week 7. Raiders week 8. At Kansas City in week 9. Bills in week 10. At the Chargers week 11. At the Dolphins week 12. Bye week 13. Broncos week 14. At the Cardinals week 15. Patriots and Vikings back-to-back home games in week 16 and 17. And then at the Bills week 18. I'm going to say this. I do not trust Geno Smith. The Jets are not that great of a team. Their offensive line is not that great either. So you're probably asking yourself, what do I have the Jets going? And I'll say this. Jets fans might come for my neck. I said the Jets will have the number 1 pick. Going 0-17. And I'm going to make a bold take right here. Aaron Glenn will be fired by week 6. That right there is just the Jets formula. So I have the Jets going 0-17. They'll have the number 1 pick in the 2027 NFL Draft. So it is halftime here on the What's Shaking 6 and 5. After this little halftime break, we have 2 teams left. Which team we're going to look at next? Let me know in the comments what team you think we're going to talk about next. And we are back. I told you it was not going to be that long of a break. But what team do you think we're going to talk about next? Are we talking about the reigning and undisputed AFC East champions and the undisputed AFC champions, New England Patriots? Or are we going to talk about the bottom feeders and the Miami Dolphins? If you're not sure, here's your answer. That is right. We are heading to Foxborough, Massachusetts to talk about the defending AFC East and the defending AFC champion New England Patriots. Here's what the New England Patriots did. This is not all the moves they made. They traded Garrett Bradbury to Chicago. They bring in Kevin Byard, KJ Britt, Romeo Doubs. They let go of Stephon Diggs. But there's a move I did not put on here that I wanted to talk about personally. The Patriots traded for A.J. Brown, the former Titan wide receiver that Mike Vrabel, I think, was absolutely in love with as a wide receiver. But what does this do for the Patriots? Well, here's the Patriots' schedule. They start off with a rare Wednesday night game in week 1. Because you have Rams 49ers playing in Melbourne, Australia in week 1 on Thursday night. Week 2, Pittsburgh. Week 3 at Jacksonville. Week 4 at Buffalo. Week 5 and 6 back-to-back home games against the Raiders and the Jets. Week 7 and 8 back-to-back road games. Week 7 at the Bears on Thursday night. Week 8 at Miami. Then you have back-to-back home games in weeks 9 and 10 before your bye week in week 11. With the Packers in week 9, Lions in week 10. Week 11 your bye week. At the Chargers on Sunday night in week 12. Bills, Vikings back-to-back home games in New England. Week 13 against the Bills. Week 14 on Thursday night against the Vikings. Week 15 at the Chiefs on Monday night. Week 16 at the Jets. Then back-to-back home games to end the regular season against the Denver Broncos, who you played in the AFC Championship, and against the Miami Dolphins. I like the Patriots this year. Am I as high on them as I am the Bills? No. But are they still a potential playoff team? I think they're right there on the bubble. I have the Patriots going 11-6 with losses to the Seahawks, at Jacksonville, at Buffalo, and at the Lions going into your bye. So I have them at 6-4 going into the bye week. And they finish 5-2 down the back stretch with losses at the Chargers in week 12 and then against the Chiefs in week 15. So 11-6 for the New England Patriots. So that leaves just one more team to look at. We are heading to South Beach. Yes, I said it before I brought the video. We are now heading down to South Beach, Miami, Florida, to talk about the Miami Dolphins and what they brought in and what they parted ways with. They brought in Jalen Reagor, which I think is a very smart move, along with bringing in Tutu Atwell, because you traded away Jalen Waddle to Denver, but you extend Devon Achane, and Malik Willis comes in to potentially be your starting quarterback. But during the offseason, they parted ways with Mike McDaniel. Or Mike McDonald, sorry. Or no. Yeah. No, it's Mike McDaniels. And then they bring in Jeff Hafley, the defensive coordinator from the Green Bay Packers. So what does this schedule look like? I don't think it's very favorable for a first-time head coach, especially in his first year. You open up at the Raiders, at the 49ers. You don't get your first home game of the season until week 3 against Kansas City. At the Vikings in week 4, Bengals week 5. You squeeze your bye week in there in week 6, just ahead of playing at the Jets, Patriots, Lions, at the Colts, at the Bills, Jets, at the Broncos, Bears, at the Packers, Chargers, Bills, at the Patriots. That is not a favorable schedule when you have your bye week that early in week 5. That's why I think the Miami Dolphins go 2-15. And both of their wins are against the basement team in the NFL and in this division, against the New York Jets. So I have the Miami Dolphins going 2-15. Even with Malik Willis as their starting quarterback. Like, is Malik Willis good? Yes. Is he the next coming of Tom Brady? No. So, just wanted to remind everybody that that the What's Shaking 615 podcast is powered by Bailey's Barbecue. Bailey's Barbecue, smoking good barbecue. And we are also powered by What's Shaking Sports Media, but we also have to give a quick shout out to our partners over at SeatGeek. You can use our code 615podcast. That is 615 PODCAST to get $20 off your first order of $50 or more on SeatGeek.com or on the SeatGeek app. So, we're here now at this point in the show where I'm going to bring up the standings for the AFC East. You see that little Z beside Buffalo. That means they have clinched the number 1 seed. And how they did it is they won the head-to-head against Baltimore, who I had at 15-2 also. But if you guys can look, I have Buffalo beating Baltimore this season. So that's how they get the head-to-head. I have New England in there at 2 at 11-6, Miami at 12 or 2-15, and then at having the number 1 overall pick, the New York Jets. But just a quick reminder to everybody, at the end of this week on Thursday, we will be taking a trip around the NFC East, or we'll push it off to next Monday to give me a little more time to prep. But we are going for the final part of this 8-part series. We are going around the NFC East, talking Eagles, Giants, Cowboys, and the Washington Commanders. But I did just want to bring this up. Week 7, my boy TK and I will both be at Titans-Browns. Come join us on that Sunday at the Two-Tone Blue Nation tailgate in Lot H. We'll get there between 9 and 9:30. Come hang out, come eat, come have drinks with us, and let's hang out. Let's talk Titans, and let's go into this game with a ton of energy, even if the Titans are not doing well. So, Week 7, meet up, Titans-Browns, Lot H, with the Two-Tone Blue Nation tailgate. And I just want to bring this up one more time before we get out of here. We do have merch now. The prices of that, if I'm hand delivering it to you at the game in Tennessee, $25 total for the base. $35 for if I have to ship it. So that's $35. That's including the shirt and shipping. Bundle deal, 2 shirts for $55, or you can get all 3 shirts, the navy, the red, and the light blue, for $80. But you also have this logo minus the black background. I will show it to you here on camera because I have my shirt on. You see the shirt, I know it's glaring a little bit off from the ring light, but it is very good quality. And I will, because I'm fixing to make another shirt, and I'll post that video out so you see how I do it and the quality of it. It's a 65% polyester, 35% cotton blend, and it feels really good. I trust this product. I believe in this product. And I've already got 11 people that want, or 7 people who want to order a total of 11 shirts. So, again, come join TK and I week 7 on October 25th between 9 and 9:30, somewhere in there. TK and I will arrive at the Two-Tone Blue Nation tailgate in Lot H. So come join us that Sunday, and let's hang out. Let's talk Titans, and let's go to this game with a ton of energy. And as I said, next week we will be back, or will be back to talk about the NFC East. And Titans fans, as I always say, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Stay classy and tighten up.